The 2026 regulations are set to fundamentally rewrite the rulebook on what it takes to be a successful Grand Prix driver. This isn't about small adjustments, it's a complete paradigm shift that will force every single driver on the grid to unlearn years of muscle memory and relearn the art of driving at the absolute limit. The era of the aggressive point-and-shoot driver may be coming to an end, replaced by the era of the cerebral energy-managing strategist. So, what exactly is changing? The core of this transformation lies in the new power units and the active aerodynamics. The 2026 power units will feature a 50-50 split between internal combustion engine power and electrical power. This means that half of the car's performance will come from the battery, and managing that energy will be the single most important factor in determining a driver's success. It's no longer about simply having the most powerful engine, it's about being the smartest in how you use that power. This is where the concept of the thinking driver comes into play. Every lap will be a constant balancing act between harvesting energy under braking and deploying it on the straights. Drivers will have to make split-second decisions about when to save energy and when to use it for an attack or a defense. This is a level of strategic complexity that we have never seen before in Formula One. It's a mental game as much as it is a physical one, and the drivers who can process the most information and make the best decisions will be the ones who come out on top. The removal of the MGU-H will also have a significant impact on the driving style. The MGU-H is the component that eliminates turbo lag, and without it, the cars will be much more difficult to drive. Drivers will have to be much more precise with their throttle application, and they will have to learn to anticipate the turbo lag to avoid losing time. This will reward drivers with a smooth and delicate touch, and it will punish those who are too aggressive. The active aerodynamics are another major piece of the puzzle. The cars will have movable front and rear wings, which will allow the drivers to adjust the aerodynamic balance of the car on the fly. This will create new strategic opportunities and could lead to more overtaking. However, it will also add another layer of complexity to the driving task. Drivers will have to learn how to use the active aero to their advantage, and they will have to be constantly aware of the car's changing aerodynamic profile. This is a huge mental load, and it will require a new level of focus and concentration. So, what does all this mean for the drivers? It means that the skill set required to be a successful F1 driver is about to change dramatically. The drivers who have relied on their raw speed and aggressive instincts may find themselves at a disadvantage. The drivers who are able to adapt their style and embrace the new technical challenges will be the ones who thrive. This could lead to a major shake-up in the competitive order, and it could see some of the established stars struggling to keep up with the new generation of drivers. It's impossible to say for sure who will be the winners and losers in this new era. But one thing is for sure, the 2026 season is going to be a fascinating one to watch. The new regulations have the potential to create a more level playing field, and they will reward the drivers who are the smartest, the most adaptable, and the most technically astute. The art of F1 driving is about to be redefined, and we can't wait to see who will master it first. Let's break down the new skill set in more detail. The first and most important skill will be energy management. Drivers will have to become masters of harvesting and deploying electrical energy. This will involve a constant stream of information from the team, as well as a deep understanding of the car's systems. Drivers will have to know exactly how much energy they have available, how much they need to save for the end of the race, and when is the optimal time to use their overtake button. This is a level of complexity that is more akin to a fighter pilot than a racing driver. The active aerodynamics will also require a new set of skills. Drivers will have to learn how to use the movable wings to their advantage, and they will have to be constantly aware of the car's changing aerodynamic balance. This will require a new level of feel and sensitivity, as well as a deep understanding of the car's dynamics. The drivers who can master the active aero will be able to find a significant advantage over their rivals. And finally, the cars themselves will be more difficult to drive. The removal of the MGU-H will bring back turbo lag, and the reduction in downforce will make the cars more lively and less forgiving. This will reward drivers who are able to control a car that is on the edge, and it will punish those who are too aggressive. The drivers who can find the limit without overstepping it will be the ones who succeed. So, who are the drivers to watch in this new era? It's impossible to say for sure, but there are a few names that stand out. Lewis Hamilton, with his vast experience and smooth driving style, is a driver who could thrive in this new era. Fernando Alonso, with his legendary racecraft and strategic intelligence, is another driver who could be a major force. And what about Max Verstappen? He is a driver who has built his career on his raw speed and aggressive instincts. Will he be able to adapt his style to the new regulations? It's one of the biggest questions heading into the 2026 season. The 2026 season is shaping up to be a fascinating one. The new regulations have the potential to create a more level playing field, and they will reward the drivers who are the smartest, the most adaptable, and the most technically astute. The art of F1 driving is about to be redefined, and we can't wait to see who will master it first. Of course, it's not just the drivers who will have to adapt. The teams will also have to change their approach. They will have to develop new strategies, new tools, and new ways of working. The engineers will have to find new ways to optimize the cars, and the strategists will have to come up with new ways to win races. It's a huge challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity. The teams that can adapt the quickest will be the ones who come out on top. The 2026 season is a reset for Formula One. It's a chance to create a more sustainable, more exciting, and more relevant sport. And at the heart of it all will be the drivers, the men who will have to master the new art of F1 driving. It's going to be a fascinating journey, and we can't wait to see how it unfolds. The fans will also have to adjust their expectations. The races may look different, the cars may sound different, and the winners may be different. But the core of what makes Formula One so special will remain the same. It will still be a sport of speed, skill, and strategy. It will still be a battle of man and machine, and it will still be the greatest show on Earth. The 2026 season is a new chapter in the history of Formula One. So, get ready for a new era of Formula One. An era where the drivers are more important than ever before. An era where the smartest, not just the fastest, will prevail. An era where anything is possible. The 2026 season is coming, and it's going to be a wild ride. With all of this in mind, which team or driver do you think will get the upper hand in the upcoming season? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and if interested, check the video that is appearing on your screen right now.